I am making the threatening that I do not afford you being in public with illegal genital penis, and you must make your way to upstate Nevada, walking from here. If you get abducted on your way to upstate Nevada walking, what are you going to do? But you should be walking right out of town. Does that sound like a shock to you? You've never abducted somebody before. You didn't want to say you're sorry to God that you did that with God's genitals. I like the last kind of almond butter better. It smells better, it tastes better, but I don't worry. When I ask for almond butter, I'll take any kind of almond butter I can get. But I admit, I liked the previous almond butter better. It was sent by Amazon. This one is from Smith's Supermarket. The Amazon almond butter was better. It smelled better and it tasted better. It had a texture that was better. So anyway. So who of you know who I am throughout my lifetime? Because I am myself doesn't always know who I am. Well, I am myself. You are in debt below that I would know who I am when you do, because you do. You're in debt. I don't really, I am myself, but I don't know who I am. I am myself always, ever, but I don't know who I am around you because you are a debt. You are in the most debt ever. Yes, you're in the most debt ever, and you still did you stop eating yet? I'm gonna see more videos on the internet of you buying food and preparing food and showing what kind of things you can do with food, with whatever you are, like wherever you are. What's your mind and where are you? That is God really showing you what you stole. And did you stole it and you can't leave it? You're supposed to leave it, that you're not really me. Well, I don't need that you perform that you can do all those things with that I can't, because you do. But you're occupying the threatening that you are not myself by doing things I would do with myself while you're in jails and prisons, deceasing yourself way apart from everyone who's not yourself to yourself. Because that is the whole life. What are you doing around the food? You'll never die that way to everyone who's not yourself, each one of you, to everyone who's not each one of you, yourself to yourself. You're nowhere near deceased. Your eating disorder is the worst ever. It will never happen again. But I think this order is eternal. But you can't be here and you can't do that again because I'm deceased. I'm deceased to you, and I don't have a Ford that I could do this with another part of Supreme. I don't think they are as low as what you are. But once the threatening is in motion, if there's more than one of you, then you become that low because you're not myself. So you really just can't have a penis. You can't ever be here, which means you can't have a dong. So do you know what a dong genital is? The penis genital is the dong genital is extended off the body. If you have a penis genital, it comes from a dong genital. The penis genital is a dong genital extended off the body. You can't have a dong genital, and if you're here, it's past that. If you have brown hair, you need a leukemia hospital, and that can only be you going into a prison. And you could be saying, I need to be in jail because I need my brown hair removed because it's brown. And if I don't make it directly to a prison right away, I need to wait in a jail about my brown hair because you have something in your brown hair that you are fattened with insensitivity. You need people to tell you what's wrong with you and why your hair is brown because it's a debt. You're supposed to die out of brown hair, and then you end up with you end up with black hair after that, but you can't because you have penis genitals. So there's what to tell you about your appearance. It's contaminated witness because you have a penis genital. It's not a dong. Who penis do in Africa? If you have a penis genital, it's due in Africa. So, Mitch, hello, you have brown hair, but it's a penis genital and alive here. But the brown hair is from elsewhere, is a dong genital, having to do with Cohen, last name Cohen, of the dong genital people. And that's hysterically elsewheres. I am elsewheres now. That's too far in the wrong. I can't help you with that. You have something wrong with you and you know it at this point. Or I'm not here because I said something, get out, which is you need to have a mask to cover your face because you have insensitivity that is fired at this point. That means you're not sensitive about the debt that your appearance is being away from its prejudice, aged past its prejudice, aged past its prejudice, and you don't have afford to hear someone tell you there's something wrong with you by your name calling your appearance to yourself. It should be just that you're in jail and prison so that you don't worry about that. But since you're in the public, don't know why, you're expired out of your appearance by the face mask rule for COVID-19, and you should always wear a face mask. I don't wear a face mask because I am shouted. I don't cover my mouth because I am shouted. And I did wear one because it was asked to cover my face, not because I shouted, but because everyone was wearing a face mask, and so too must I wear a face mask. And I went to a dentist with a face mask on my face in place exactly where it should have been. And they told me to remove my face mask did an x-ray and ordered a root canal on my teeth. And that's you not knowing what's wrong with the face mask being on somebody else. I had the face mask on myself and I made it through. That's the tooth. They put a new crown or cap on the tooth, but it's like hysterically illegal that they did that. There's a space in my mouth if they don't put the cap on, and there is a cap on there because it's homeless. Otherwise, I guess they just took out my tooth and told me to get out. But I had the face mask on. They're not supposed to take out my tooth. No, they can tell me to leave if they're going to take out my tooth because I had a face mask on. Well, you can't tell someone, take off your face mask. Okay, open your mouth. I'm going to take your tooth out. You don't understand. You don't understand. Okay. Maybe someday. This is applesauce. So what kind of fighting do you have in mind for the afterlife? We're going somewhere where you're going to find out why you're never arriving here again. And you'll be well aware of that for as long as it takes for you to forget. I won't forget, but I can move it. I won't always think about you. But when I see you, I'll always think about what you were before. Is that what you want? Because I'll know it and you won't. So I just had an order to say Mitchell, S. period Scott Moser Scott has a BIG space NOSE. So I had an order to say it in a text message to a cellular phone number, area code 414. It's the same number I used to order supermarket food here in Las Vegas, Nevada, which is area code 702. And I just want Aaron Epstein group, including Lori Sattler, Andy Galata, Jennifer Pomerantz, Jerry Straub, I want you people and all of your support to know I just said somebody has a big nose. I said it in an order, and I am myself deceased, and you are in so much karma, I will never be the same, because that one with the BIG space NOSE is coming after me with a gun to blow a hole right in my face, right in the middle. If he doesn't do it himself because he knocks on the door and he can't, he's going to send police to do it. I just want you to know that I said it and I'm going to die. I told somebody they have a big nose and I'm going to die. That's because you don't have any leverage anymore because of what you did to my life. It should be the other way. If I say you have a big nose, you wouldn't die. You would go to jail and prison, and then you need to fight in prison with someone else who thinks you have a big nose, because I'm not going to jail for you is why I would say it. But all you do is you use the massive population to pick up this God form and carry it around and set it down and drop it and put it in the trunk of a car and fly it on an airplane and spin it at Great America on the roller coasters, and then Busch Gardens roller coasters, and then Disney World. You spin this body around because you're not funny, are you? You're as angry as if every one of you had a BIG space NOSE. And you don't talk about it because it's acceptable by all of you. Has anyone seen Jeffrey Epstein? That is Aaron Epstein's problem. So serious that he has a private island full of sexual abuse and his own jail cell somewhere where he went missing. And then there are rockets that have been fired into outer space. One way out. Reporting by North Korea, Kim Jong-un. That's not alive. So I do not owe Aaron Epstein that I told some other people that they have a BIG space NOSE before I have prejudice to do so. That means, does Aaron Epstein have prejudice as well to say somebody has a big nose? What about the landlording of my discomfort, pain and shame throughout your life? Who even knows that's going on? I'm going to lighten up a little because I think it's not going on. Yeah, because it's shouted. So what do you do when it's shouted? Oh, so when it's shouted, then you pull out your ambulances and you put a walking person in an ambulance and threaten to drive them out of town. I'm not going to jail for you. Fire up all your ambulances and get out of town!